You don't have to look far on this channel to know that I love taking RC cars to the beach. And I've always wanted to build a specific beach basher. And I've had this thing, for ages. I'm pretty sure I bought it like summer last year, but never got round to doing the project. Well, that is changing today. This is the Hyper SS Truggy by Hobao. It's actually pronounced Hobao, but I've been saying Hobao for like years, so we'll just continue with that. But it is a 1/8 scale cage truggy, and the quality and build of these things is mad. And the reason I've chose this is because it's got a really wide low stance. I'm hoping with this open cage that all the sand and stuff that usually gets all clogged up in there is just gonna like blow through. Now there are some things about taking stuff to the beach. Even though this is all open, it's gonna blow the sand out, the sand will still get everywhere. And there's a lot of salt on the beach. So when you take them to the beach, really when you get home, you need to rinse them all off with clean water, dry it all off, and well, strip it down and clean everything out if you really want it to survive. Quite often I just clean it, get an air compressor in there, and then put a little bit of lubricant on there. I don't really strip stuff down, and I've not had any major issues. But as an example, here's my Promoto from Losi. You can see the screw heads there have got all rust on them. I took this to the beach and I did clean it and dry it off, but the sand and salt gets everywhere. So that's your warning. If you do take stuff to the beach, you really do need to clean it when you get back. Anyway, this comes as a pre-assembled roller. You get a set of wheels, you get a set of tyres with foams, the spoiler, and then the instruction manual. So you'll need to supply your own electronics, so your motor, ESC, servo, and transmitter, receiver, battery. Now, quite often when we talk about building the ultimate this or the ultimate that, it's like crazy power, silly fast. Whereas this, I want to build the ultimate like beach RC car, but I want it to be drivable. And again, that's why I've got this. Look at how wide it is, that low, wide stance. And we're going relatively sensible on the electronics. I mean, I say sensible, what I mean is like sort of a safe option for these with Hobby Wing. It's a censored system, it's the G2 Max 8, it's a 4278, 2250 kV. These are a really nice motor, it's censored, it's super smooth. A sensible, safe option, however, now I think I've either had 1 or 2 of my like 1/7 scale on-road cars to about 100 or just over 100 mile an hour with this setup. So there's potential for it to be crazy, but at the same time, it is a safe option. Hobby Wing are known for being quite safe. They have more protection circuits than like a castle setup. So hopefully we're not going to go up in flames because we do something stupid. You'd also get a decent amount of tuning options. You can see this has got a little Bluetooth sign on it. So you can download the app and it's fully programmable. And then for the steering servo, these are my go-to servos more recently. Seem decent value for money. This is a 45 kilo brushless servo from 9i Mod. A lot of people run these and I ran them, I think I ran one in my speaker, this one up here. Can you see? Oh, you can't. This is also a Hobao. Where are you? Yep. And then obviously we're going to need some wheels and tyres for the sand. We'll talk about that in a minute because I've had a little bit of an issue trying to find some that will fit. I've had this a while, although I just got it out of the box, I have had it out of the box to try wheels and tyres. So I didn't want to delay this video anymore, so I pre-prepped some wheels and tyres, but we'll talk about them in a minute. But let's get all the electronics in. So it's ready to go, and then we can talk about the paddles. Oh, come on. Come on. Stock 14 tooth pinion. So there, pretty much all done. Just need to sort my receiver out. I can't find any. I've used them all obviously on stuff and I can't find any, but I'll get a receiver sorted out. Everything fits in nice and neat. Well, it will be once I've tidied all this up. The only issue I had is the screws that hold this bracket on here. They go in from the top down, but when you put this motor in, it covers the one there. So I've had to put it in from the bottom. So that brings us nicely onto wheels. And this is where I made one quite funny mistake. I actually had some wheels already lined up for this, but I was a little bit disappointed when I tried them because, yeah, they would have been perfect. And it's the Snow Plow from Upgrade RC, which is an A-Main Hobbies brand. And these ones, you can change the hex, so you can go like 14mm, 12mm, and 17. Now, to get a 17mm hex, you just take off the adapters in there, and then that gives you the 17mm. So the issue is, the offset, when you take the brackets off, it obviously makes the offset like right over this way, and also the inner rim is too small. So this is quite big. It just doesn't go far enough on. That's as far as I can get it, so it won't go far enough on there, which is a shame because these look really good. I really love the design of these. I'm gonna have to find something else that these will fit. Now this next wheel and tyre combo I chose, I kind of misjudged the size. This is an ST paddle by Louise. Look at the size of it. I mean, it fits. Not really the look I was going for. Look at the size of it. Oh dear. Anyway. Luckily, I got a couple of big truggies or trucks that this will fit on. I think it actually fit well on the Magnetron. That'd be quite a nice combo on that. Actually, that would be a good beach basher as well. 1/6 scale, low, long wheelbase. But I've already done that thing. I wanted a fresh build. So after a little bit of head scratching and measuring stuff, I found some. These are Proline Demonts. And like a lot of the Proline stuff, they have this center adapter, and you can get different offsets and stuff like that. They smell good as well. This could sound slightly strange if you don't know my background, but they remind me of a gas mask. So I got some 6x30 17mm adapters, and they're going to fit on there. Now when they're on there, I can feel there is some very slight rubbing on here. So what I'm going to do is just take a tiny bit of material off it. I mean, they're quite thick anyway, so I'm going to take a tiny bit of material off the inside there, and I might just need to shave a little bit off these. I think that's a nice size for it, and it's going to still have that low slung look that I want. So they do come with some adapters. I think that's a 14mm, and that one's a 12mm. I think these are meant to be for like the armors and stuff, which aren't 17mm. I always get some comments on what I use to do things up. This would completely destroy the thread on this. I'm well disciplined with it. And I do have a smaller electric screwdriver, but it's just slow. This thing is nice and fast. I stick them in there, and then I always tighten them up by hand. So actually the rear rubs a little bit more than the front did. It is only that top bit there though, I think. There, done. If this drives half as good as it looks, it's gonna be awesome. Look at it, it looks so good. Obviously you can see everything inside and there's like no driver and stuff, but I just think it just looks awesome. Now before I forget, I do just need to tighten the steering arm, and I'm just sorting the steering out, so we better put that on. Right, watch this. This is running 6S. We could run it 3, we could run it 4, but why run 3 and 4 when it's 6S capable? Just using a Dumbo RC. These are all right. You can set up your steering dual rate, your throttle trims. I've also got a gyro on this, just a small amount of gyro. The beach can be quite slippery, so it's just going to give it a bit more control. Right, I've also been into the program and just reduced the brake because it was on, it's quite high, it's quite harsh. Nice fast steering. That's on 7.4 volts. I think that servo, I think it might take 8.4, but nice quick servo. This thing's gonna be insane. Don't hold underneath. It was underneath just there. Luckily, it just skimmed my finger, I think. That could have been painful. Anyway, but we're good. Look at the beautiful suspension as well. Anyway, let's go and find some sand. Before we go and rip it on the sand, this is future me. I've already been and ripped it on the sand and ran, I think, 3 full packs through it. Well over an hour of running. This thing is so good, which you'll see in a minute. But you'll see here, it says 13 on the wing. 13 is my number. Various reasons why it's my number, but it's my number. Here, you'll see 14 on the wing. 13 is mine. How would you like one? Exactly the same as mine. They are identical. I've built them to exactly the same spec. Same ESC, same motor, same gearing, same receiver, same servo, same wheels and tyres. It is exactly the same. Identical twins. And there's a link in the description where you could have a chance to win that one. So once you've seen how it rips on the sand, I think you're going to want one. How good does this thing look? Look at it. It looks so good. Oh, yes. It's a cold one today. It's about 2 degrees. Oh man, this thing, absolutely perfect. That wide stance just slides in. Oh, it's going to get mucky today. We're going to get mucky. There we go. We got satellites. Right, here we go. Doesn't look that fast from here, but it's a big wide beach. I'm hoping for about, I don't know, 45, 50 mile an hour. Oh, it is actually quite quick. Has he got enough for a wheelie? A little one. Oh, the rooster tails. That's insane. And it sounds so good. So stable. Amazing. 47 mile an hour, that's decent. No turbo timing, so I could set it up for a bit of turbo actually. Let's get a bit of turbo timing in there. Right, where are we? Turbo timing, let's go 12 degrees. Oh no, let's go 6. What does it go to? 32. Let's do 20 degrees. And let's do half, no, let's just keep it on there. So that should give us now about 50 mile an hour, hopefully. Oh yeah, you can hear it. Oh, 51, there you go. 51 mile an hour. I am happy with that. Right, let's go see how it does on that softer sand over there. Now this could be interesting. See how the suspension gets on. Needs a bit of momentum to get going. Wow. Speed and power. There we go. There we go. So I've been trying to get some good onboard shots, but because it's so cold, the stuff I use to stick the cameras down, it's just too hard, so the cameras keep falling off. But I'll try and get a little bit more in a minute. Definitely the best beach RC car I've ever built or had. Jump away. Oh, nice. I'm using a 6S volts pack. I think it's 5,500 milliamp hours. It's lasting forever. Oh, a mistake. Can we climb that? Better get up it. Oh, there we go. LVC, just as I say, it's lasting ages. That is a good run time though. Yeah, 5,200. Decent. Definitely going to need a bit of clean up, aren't we? Like I said at the start, you need to get all that sand out. I just put a fresh battery in it, so I'm just going to rip this thing around. So much fun. Now that was awesome. That's probably, you know, it is. That's the most fun I've had on the beach with an RC car. I've given it a good clean, and I'm just going to show you the drive shafts. They have been blasted by that sand, and there's already signs of rust. Like I said earlier, the sand or the beach is really harsh on these things. If you go to like a big desert or just a big area where there's sand and you're not near the coast, it won't be as bad. It is still going to sandblast it though. I'm going to take the wheels off, clean it even more, then I'm going to spray some GT85, which is like a water displacer and a lubricant. I'll spray some of that on. And the reason I'm taking the wheels off, we're going to stick these on and then I'm just going to go and give it a rip around on some grass. We're going to tear some grass up. I'll take my big ramp as well. I don't know if it's too wide for it. But like I said earlier when I was telling you that I built another one for you, if you don't have sand near you, you don't have to run it on the sand. How good does that look? What a beast. Let's go rip up the grass. Right, here we go. Oh yeah, oh my word. Yeah, them tyres. Oh, it's off straight away. Oh, what? Was that it? That is all I got. Oh no, it's popped the... Oh. My gluing obviously absolutely sucks. Oh. First go. Right, I'm not gluing the tyres on the one I've done for you. I don't know if I've got any other wheels I can put on it. I want to give it a rip around on the grass. Oh, it still kind of goes. I can't believe that was the first go. Definitely need some diff tuning because of that. That's the front diff blowing out. Oh, it still rips. Front tyres, ready? Look, we'll go past, ready? Ready? Pizza cutters. Obviously glued one bit all right. Oh, she jumps nice. Oh, there they go. Oh dear. Massive fail. Let's turn that one inside out. That went a long way. Still rips though. Oh, it needs another clean now. So what did we learn there? We learned that you should never trust me to glue your tyres for you. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to look for some wheels and tyres that are pre-mounted, probably some Pro Lines or something, similar size to this, maybe a little bit bigger. I'm going to get that diff tuned. I think it needs a bit thicker fluid in it to stop it diffing out on the front. And I think I'm just going to use this as a general basher, not at the skate park or anything, but I think this will be really good on the dirt track, on grass, and that wide stance is going to be awesome. Anyway, remember, if you want its twin, there's a link in the description where you can have a chance to win it. I know I say it quite often, that's the most fun I've had for a long time, but that is definitely the most fun I've had with an RC car at the beach for a very long time.